What up, crew? Welcome to another Sunday session. Now, my informants tell me that I'm likely on my Pat Malone today. So that's how it is. And I've got a subject that I want to share with you guys after listening to a great podcast from one of the leaders in the industry, in one of the industries I'm in. I'll be, how to say, I don't want to be over specific, but so listening to this podcast, and they talked about being a contrarian. So to explain that, people do things. We're told to do things like a flock of sheep, for lack of a better example, and in regards to many choices in our life. So whether we choose to fuel up at a fuel station, go to the local bakery, or go to McDonald's or whatever, is a choice that we make. And whether we're told that the lifestyle is healthy for us, so, for example, if you're going to McDonald's for the fast food, or whether you go to Subway, as a different choice in life. Or when I travelled to Albany, and I used to go pull up at the Lake Grace Roadhouse, and that's sort of a mid-ish waypoint for me. And then rather than going in there and you go get the iced coffee and a bucket of chips and a corn jack or something like that, and that's not the right side of the line that I was living, I would go and carry a fair bit of weight. But then I also decided to change what side of the line I was on. So instead of having the iced coffee, I would probably the drink didn't change that much. It was just something different, because I've started to drink more alkalized water in my life. I have to activate part of the stomach function, because drinking alkalized water, you neutralize the stomach acid. So to eat, you have to have that acid function working. So you don't drink within half an hour of a meal either side of alkalized water, and then have your meal, then you drink more of your alkalized water. But the choice I made was, rather than getting the bucket of chips and the corn jakes, something's been in the deep fry, I went, nah, make a better decision for my life and go to the other fridge and get a sandwich. Just get a meat and salad sandwich or something like that. Like egg and lettuce, all these glorious flavours, ham, cheese, tomatoes, great sandwiches. Don't have to toast it, just have it as a sandwich. It's a healthier choice in life, where you might have been told, got to be quick, got to be in, out, do the next job. So you just grab the first thing that's ready, first thing you see is one of the choices. But I choose to take my time and make my choice, which is not always the common choice. Hence the flock of sheep reference. So having the common choice. We could get a little bit more controversial on that, and we could talk about the worldwide vaccination program for that thing that could be considered not as big a scenario as it was, and over pumped up. So we were all told to have a vaccination for our safety, and I'll be honest, I did have my couple, and my son's had his, and I did it purely for the fact that we did that just so we can function in our lives without being restricted by this overlord thing saying you haven't had your vax, so you can't go to these places. Just tick the box, move on with life. All right, that was what. It's not to say that I don't beat to my own drum, and that's sort of part of it's not quite the contrarian thing. So the contrarian thing would be when I'm in the big smoke and I have a choice to drive past fast food joints, and I choose not to go there because that would be quick and easy, and lots of people would go there to be quick and easy and move on with their day. I would go to a deli or something and have to get out of the car, go in, get a sandwich, mate, or a wrap or something healthier, right? Make a choice in your life to make a difference in your life, to be where you want to be, regardless of what your friends say. And the point of that would be, your friends might say, why you're taking so long at the deli, man? Why don't you just hurry, just whip through Macca's, for the lack of a better example, and get yourself a Happy Meal or whatever, and just move on. Just shoot through, move on. You're wasting your time. But are you wasting your time? Because you could be investing in more of your time because you are choosing a healthier lifestyle. So you're not going to put as much stress on your body, and then you're not going to reduce your lifespan. Because the fact is, no one gets out of this game alive. We're all going to die. That's a fact, right? That is that. And something to have a chat with the boys at the pub about is the choices and the influences that we make. Why do I play football? It's not because probably a bigger subject for me on this one. I do it to show the example to my son about discipline and teamwork. I do it for my personal goals. I don't do it because I feel overwhelmed and a huge part of something. It is part of something that is bigger than myself, but I do it for the two primary reasons: to show my son teamwork and discipline, and then have that part of fitness for myself. Those are the two reasons I do it. I have my own personal goals of getting to 300, as you can see by this one behind me. 250 is done and dusted. That was last year. We're going forward to the next goal. So that's that. I don't... And that's probably not the best example of a contrarian lifestyle, but the other things I do, which is contrary to the majority of the footy club, for example, is I drink my... Let's go. We're back again? All right. I drink my Kangen water, which is my choice. It's my electrolyte reduced water. It's my healthy lifestyle, which the other guys might give me a bit of stick for, and that's fine. And I love the votes in the change room the other day. That's a what happens in the club's day in the club scenario, but I can talk about this subject because it's about me. Someone gave me a couple of votes for a Wednesday Wisdom video, and they gave a comment, and I go, you laugh it off and stuff. And the funny thing about that is they might poke fun and laugh at what I'm doing, but what they don't see is the work behind the scenes, and I'm doing what I want to do, right? I'm building something that they're not. Yeah, we have a different goals, and that's okay, but I'm building something that they're not, and I'm building something that lots of people aren't. Does that make me a black sheep? Yes, no. Am I the first? Probably around here. Maybe it's not the first business I've tried to start and create an influence around town and whatever. I've had many. Some have been good, some have failed, but that's how it is. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be prepared to fail. But this part of this business that I've started is that the support system and the education is just second to none. Like it's really hard to consider anything in this business a fail. Even from the first point that I started, it wasn't a fail because of the investment I made in myself, and the change in my lifestyle is the win. Regardless, I've got this for life. So that's sort of that's contrary. But in regards back to the footy club, and it confirmed for me when I went and saw the doctor a couple of weeks back. I had a blood test because I watched my cholesterol and all that sort of stuff, and we just did the full checkup. I call it an old man oil change, basically. And the doc sort of agrees. We have a bit of a giggle about it. But anyway, it's check the blood work, because there's things we look for as far as family health history. We're looking for early markers for things so that we can be on top of those problems early. But then we look at the general health. So we looked at calcium levels, vitamin levels in my blood, cholesterol, stuff like that. I had one a couple of weeks ago. The previous one for that was 2 years ago. I have reduced my blood pressure and improved my cholesterol levels Not so much, the number hasn't changed too much, but my good-bad cholesterol ratio is better. More good, less bad. Rather than, yeah, there's a few lifestyle changes in that. Cutting back the beers. Heaps of messages going on Facebook. It's part of a social entrepreneur's life. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm in better health after my couple of years of the influence of these things in my life. And that is something that I'm trying to politely share the education without forcing it down their throats to the footy boys. Because if I'd have done this 20 years ago, my body would be in much better condition. But that's how it is. Yeah, at almost 43, the knees play a huge factor in connecting. We're back again. Let's see how that turns out on the video when we stick it on YouTube. But anyway, so being the contrarian, I've always been a little bit different to a lot of the guys at the footy club. Yeah, there's follow the orders of the coach for doing the stuff at the footy club, and the presidents and the committee and stuff like that. If you're asked to do something, just do it. It's all about the team. But yeah, my choice to drink the water and promote the water to these guys, and happy to stick my head up and have, get poke fun made of and stuff like that. That's, a lot of people might be fearful of that. That's the choice I've made, and I'm prepared to live that life and be happy with it. And if people might not do it because they don't want to get poke fun at. They go, oh, the boys might make fun of me. Yeah, so that's their opinion. Probably the big point is, I am choosing to improve my life, and I'm going to live my life a certain way, modelling parts of my life off mentors that I have from within the community and stuff, in the online community and the influences I choose to have. So it's the things that I want out of their life that I want in my life. So I listen to them and how they've done it, right? Because the guy next door or down the road who doesn't have what I want, I can listen to him, but is it going to get me what I want? No, it's not. Is it going to get me to where I want to be? No, it's not, because that's what they've done. That's what they're doing. They're getting to where they want. So I wanted to make a difference in my life, and I wanted different things. So I made the choices to listen to people that have the things I want, and then do the things that they do. And they are not always the norm or common. Some of them are becoming more popular, but that is part contrarian in the lifestyle that I've chosen. So, contrarian being contrary to popular belief or against the flow of the norm. So I've invested in other things at times when people go, oh, that's a scam or whatever. People said this business is the same sort of thing. I've done other business, been called a scammy guy before, or not a scammer, but anyway, have enough businesses and you're constantly trying to make money, you get an image. But I don't care. That's the other people's words, not my opinion of myself. I'm going places by my choices. So that's how it is. And that's, so being different to the crowd, or being, a black sheep, from a footy club perspective, makes me different and makes me contrary to the normal belief. So that's being the contrarian. But it's the choices we make in life, whether we follow the mob or follow the flow of the community, or you beat your own drum. So, and that's the sort type of thing to go, am I doing things because everyone else is doing them, or am I doing things because I want to do them? And that is now how you change your mindset about, when you get up in the morning. Do I do things because other people are doing them? No, I do things because I want to do them because I'm changing my life. my little fitness routine, drinking my water, doing my gratitude, all these little things that I do, that's for me, right? It's my choice. It's not the norm for a lot of people that I have in an immediate circle, but it is something more of the norm for the group of people that I have in a larger online community that I choose to associate with more, and that becomes the influence in my life. So part of being contrary to the norm is you might have to change your influence on, social media is the easiest thing to change. Like a few different people, follow a few different people, suddenly your feed fills up with different things. And that's it. I've upset my Instagram algorithm at the moment. I've liked a few cult videos and a bit of military stuff, so then my Instagram feed is currently filled up with military memes and stuff like that. So that's the funny stuff about how to change your influence. That's something I inadvertently changed on my Instagram. So to get it back on the influence that I wanted, I have to go and find these people that I follow, and I'll click a few of their videos. Then that goes back into my feed, and I adjust the influence that I have in my life, which is not the same as the influence that a lot of other people would have in their life. Social media influence is one of the easiest things to change. But then who you listen to down the pub, which is the idea of these Sunday sessions, is to be like a pub chat, and then have the conversation. Do the conversations that we have in this group. Are they the same as what you guys have down the pub, or at the footy club, or at the cricket club, wherever you want to go? Golf club. Sent Dad to golf today. So go have a break. Go play golf. Just switch off. The farm will still be here tomorrow. We can deal with it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Just go play golf, take a break. Switch off, let it go. Because you can't attach emotion to things you can't control. Heaps of wisdom there for you guys. But some thoughts for everyone to consider is the conversations you're having with the people you associate with. Are they getting to your choices in life, getting you to places in your life, or are you stuck in the hamster wheel, just going round and round in circles? Week to week, pay to pay, same thing, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Is that getting you to that dream lifestyle? Is that getting you to your ultimate place? Or do you have to change an influence and maybe go, all right, so I might be on the hamster wheel, week to week, pay to pay, but then I can find out that not everyone's doing the hamster wheel thing. Someone else is going eating out of this other bowl. So I'll go eat out of this other bowl. This is the hamster reference type thing, just for the mental picture. So the hamster gets off the wheel, goes, eats out of the bowl. And then he might do something else to get the treat, rather than get on the wheel to whatever. The reward factor. So we swap our time for money. That's our reward for swapping something. Right? And then we spend that money on what we need: food, clothes, houses, stuff like that. Can we then get more of? Do we have to swap more time, or do we have to have something to work when we're not working? Not everyone can be farmers. Wheat will grow while you're sleeping anyway, because it does, right? It's a plant. You just add water, good water, lots of rain. Let's get some more rain coming, eh? Well, happy for what we've got, and we'll just get some more. We'll turn the tap on shortly. I'll get the crop in, we'll turn the tap on, we'll give it apes, and it'll grow nice and big, and we have plenty of bread and beer and canola oil, and then protein off from the lupins to feed up all the sheep, so we can have lamb chops in the freezer too. So there you go, this lifestyle choices. But I'm waffling on in circles now, but I think you understand a bit of the point of what I mean about the choices I've made being contrary to the common thing around here, the norm. I choose not to be normal. What is normal? There's a bigger question. What is normal? Is it not normal these days to be, lots of people have a social media following and trying to create some influence in the world? That's becoming a bigger norm. But this is my version of my influence that I want to share with you guys. So I hope everyone's enjoying the content within the group on the Farm Fence on Facebook, and then on YouTube when I post this on YouTube later. But I'll leave all you guys with that wisdom, and don't forget to give it a like and catch the replay. And if you're on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button so we can get some more followers, and then it's possible that we can go live there as well. So peace out and have a good one, peeps. Have a great Sunday.